Kenya, a land of beach resorts for sun lovers and game parks for adventure seekers. All in all, the perfect holiday destination. But that's not the Kenya I've come to see. Away from the safari parks and tourist traps, in rural Kenya, basic needs are a daily struggle. Water, soil and trees are the three things that need to be conserved in order to make a difference. Now, one way of conserving and collecting water is sand dams, fascinating structures with no visible water.
The beauty of sand dams is that you're creating springs, you're not utilising springs. So the sand dam will add water to the community, and in actual fact what's even more beautiful about them is that they're built from the river itself. So the water's collected, the sand that's collected in the river is used to build the dam, the stones are broken off by the community. So with a little bit of addition of cement and some steel, actually they're creating water for themselves out of the river itself. So one thing's been puzzling me. When I think of a dam, I think of water. But where is all this water? Thankfully, Joshua's here to answer that question for me. Joshua, I know this is a sand dam, but where on earth's the water?
We are standing on water. And this sand, where we are now, we are standing on water. I say it is 60% sand and 40% water.
And I discovered the next day, it really is amazing just how much water that sand can store. We've just walked for about 5 minutes over all of this sand that's been collected behind this dam. Now, it's estimated that 10 million litres of water is captured beneath this sand. That means that little ones like Milika here have plenty of water nearby, and it's clean. That makes you happy, doesn't it? Yes. Imagine what it was like before the sand dams.
Before excellent, we were using 20 kilometers from here to Hadi River.
20
kilometers from here to Hadi River. Once you go to fetch water there, you have to stay for the whole day or 2 days before you get water, because you find jerrycans are queued, put in a queue for fetching water. Now we can also dig water from the sand dam now.
The next phase of development is terracing the land to prevent loss of water and soil during the rains. As part of the deal for a community to get a dam, they need to dig the terraces. It's a big job too. They're usually about 1 metre deep, and it would take one person a whole day to dig a length of just 2 metres. But if 3 communities come together and work together like these have, a terrace like this can be dug in under a day. And the general consensus seems to be they work very well.
Last season, we learned a lot, because some few people who had terraces in their chambers in the area, we saw them harvesting. And that is why we're putting a lot of effort in every member's chamber to dig terraces so that we can harvest. And we are sure if we get the same rains that we get in most of the seasons, we shall harvest if we have terraces in every chamber.
The third step in excellence development involves trees, a highly sought-after resource for many reasons. Firewood provides 90% of the energy used in rural Africa, so trees for fuel are a top priority. They're also used by farmers to conserve soil and water, fertilise crops, provide fodder for animals, to build their homes, as well as for fruit and even medicines. In fact, trees have the potential to change not just the Canberra world, but the whole world. Hey, don't just take my word for it.
The microclimate here has changed a great deal, and it has changed because of the following reasons. First of all, trees have been planted, and normally this area would have acacia and grass, but the community here over the last 25 years have planted lots of trees. What this has meant is that there's more precipitation because of the arresting the clouds. There is much more dew now here, and also the birds and the insects and the wind are bringing more seed here. So what is happening here is that over the last 25 years, this climatic zone has shifted from fairly semi-arid zone 5 geographically to zone 3. Rainwater harvesting and planting trees, if it were to be spread across the board, would achieve a great deal in contributing to the reversal of global warming.
There's a saying that says, better train a child to catch fish than to give him the fish. So by saying that, I mean the skill that we are getting now from excellent development is more important than the help that we can be given, because you can give us 1 million, and that million it will head up, a month. You'll find that there's nothing. Then we stay and we start stretching our hands again to borrow. But when our mind is filled with the skill, then we'll do for ourselves.